The Mythology of Vice and Virtue. A sleep documentary script. Welcome, dear listener. As you settle into the soft embrace of rest, allow your breathing to slow. Let your body sink deeper into comfort. Tonight, we journey through ancient stories of temptation and redemption, of trickster gods and demons of desire. These are tales our ancestors told beneath starlit skies, seeking to understand the eternal struggle between our higher nature and our earthly cravings. Let these gentle words carry you like a river toward peaceful sleep. Long ago, across every corner of our world, people looked at their own hearts and wondered. They felt pulled in two directions, toward kindness and cruelty, wisdom and foolishness, patience and desire. They asked the same questions we ask ourselves in quiet moments. Why do we sometimes choose what harms us? What makes us reach for what we know we should not have? And how do we find our way back when we have wandered from the path? From these wanderings, beautiful mythologies were born. Stories of gods and demons who embodied these inner struggles. These were not mere entertainment. They were mirrors, reflecting the human condition in all its complexity. And tonight, as your eyelids grow heavy, we will explore three of these ancient traditions together. In the warm valleys of ancient Mexico, the Aztec people told stories of Huehuecoyotl, the old coyote. Picture him now, a dancing figure with bright, mischievous eyes, playing music that made even the most serious priest smile. He was neither fully good nor fully evil. He simply was, like a summer storm that brings both destruction and life-giving rain. The Aztec understanding of morality was different from simple ideas of good and bad. They saw the universe as a place of balance, where opposing forces needed each other to exist. Light required darkness, order required chaos, and in this dance of opposites, trickster gods served an important purpose. They reminded people that life was unpredictable, that certainty was an illusion, that even our best plans could be undone by forces beyond our control. Huehuecoyotl taught through disruption. He would cause trouble, yes, but within that trouble lay lessons. Perhaps a proud warrior would be humbled. Perhaps a greedy merchant would lose everything, only to discover what truly mattered. The Aztecs believed that through these challenging experiences, souls were shaped and refined like gold in a fire. Breathe slowly now. Feel the weight of your body becoming heavier, more relaxed. Far across the world, in the ancient lands of India, another tradition explored these same themes through different stories. The Hindu concept of desire was personified in figures like Kama, the god of longing, and the Asuras, powerful beings often translated as demons, though this word does not capture their true complexity. These beings represented not evil in a simple sense, but rather attachment. The clinging to pleasure, to power, to the temporary things of this world. The ancient sages taught that such attachment was the root of suffering. Not because pleasure was wrong, but because grasping at it too tightly caused pain when it inevitably faded. The stories of Hindu mythology are filled with redemption. Even the most fearsome demon could be transformed through devotion, through wisdom, through the grace of the divine. Ravana, the great antagonist of the Ramayana, was not merely a villain. He was a scholar, a devotee, a being of immense capability who let his desires lead him astray. His story teaches that intelligence and talent are not enough. Without wisdom to guide them, they become tools of our own destruction. And yet, even Ravana's story contains hope. For in the Hindu view, every soul is on a journey. What matters is not where we are now, but the direction we are moving. Every moment offers a chance to turn toward the light. Let your thoughts drift now like clouds across a twilight sky. The practices that grew from these beliefs were as varied as the cultures themselves. The Aztecs held ceremonies of purification, cleansing rituals using water and fire to wash away spiritual impurities. They believed that confession to the goddess Lazultiatl could absolve transgressions, but only once in a lifetime. This made the timing of such confession a profound decision, usually reserved for old age. In Hindu tradition, practices of meditation and yoga developed as ways to quiet the endless wanting of the mind. The breath itself became a tool for transformation. Slow, deliberate breathing that calmed the storms of desire. Mantras were repeated, sacred sounds that focused awareness and connected the individual soul to something greater. These practices were not punishments for vice but medicine for the human condition. Both traditions understood that willpower alone was not enough. We need practices, rhythms, and communities to support our better nature. The struggle against temptation was not fought once and won forever. It was a daily choice, made easier through ritual and repetition. Sacred texts preserved these teachings across generations. The Aztec codices, painted on deer hide and bark paper, recorded the stories of the gods in vivid colors. Though many were destroyed, those that survive speak of a sophisticated understanding of human nature. The gods were not perfect beings to be worshipped from afar. They were forces to be understood, respected, and sometimes appeased. The Hindu texts, among the oldest continuous literature on earth, explored these themes in countless ways. The Bhagavad Gita speaks of the battlefield within the human heart, where the higher self must overcome the lower self. The Puranas tell stories of gods and demons locked in eternal struggle, representing the cosmic dance of creation and destruction that plays out in every human life. Symbols from these traditions carry meaning that transcends words. The Aztec image of the feathered serpent, Quetzalcoatl, combined earth and sky, the crawling and the soaring, the base nature and the sublime. It reminded people that both exist within us, intertwined and inseparable. In Hindu art, the lotus flower rises from muddy water to bloom in pure beauty. This is you, dear listener. This is all of us. Born in the mud of desire and difficulty, yet capable of growing towards something beautiful. Rest now in this image. A flower opening slowly in the warm morning light. These ancient teachings have not faded from our world. They flow like underground rivers through our modern lives. When we speak of finding balance, of not letting desire control us, of seeking redemption after mistakes, we echo these ancient voices. The 12-step programs that help millions recover from addiction draw on the same wisdom. Acknowledging powerlessness, seeking help from something greater, making amends for harm caused. Modern psychology speaks of the conflict between impulse and restraint, between immediate gratification and long-term well-being. These are the same struggles the Aztec priests contemplated, the same battles the Hindu sages sought to understand. The language has changed, but the human heart remains the same. In a world of endless distraction and instant gratification, these old stories feel more relevant than ever. They remind us that the struggle is not new, that generations upon generations have faced the same temptations and found their way through. We are not alone in this. We walk a path worn smooth by countless feet before us. And here is perhaps the most comforting teaching of all. Both traditions understood that perfection was not the goal. The Aztecs did not expect humans to be like gods. The Hindu sages knew that enlightenment was a journey, not a destination most would reach in a single lifetime. What mattered was the effort, the intention, the willingness to keep trying. You are exactly where you need to be. Each night brings rest and renewal. Each morning brings another chance. This is the great gift of time, the endless opportunity to choose again. As sleep draws near, let these ancient voices fade to a soft murmur, then to silence. Know that you are held by something greater than yourself, that the struggles you face have been faced before and will be faced again. That in this long chain of human experience, you are not alone. The trickster gods are quiet now. The demons of desire have settled into stillness. The only sound is your gentle breathing, steady and slow, carrying you deeper into peace. You are safe. You are enough. You are drifting now toward dreams where all things are possible and all wounds can heal. Sleep well, dear traveler. The morning will come softly, and with it, new chances, new hope, new light. But for now, there is only this moment. This breath. This beautiful, peaceful rest. Good night. Asterisk. End of script. Approximately 1,520 words.